So, we know where the target is, and we've almost cleared our way open to. I don't see any point really to push ourselves this way. If anything, we should protect ourselves from their artillery and secure the factory. At the same time, we have a factory here. It produces more material each turn, so you can produce more. But don't exactly lack factories. Why are we sending these? I need to... We're going to get some kind of transport helicopter here. We need to make sure that the path is safe. Right. But we're going to have to go into some kind of holding pattern. Currently there's no real reason for these to go. At the same time, I'd like to be within reach to react if he brings those drones into the fight. Il Troco. 2 energy, artillery, mines, anti-air. Okay. Not sure what I'm supposed to do with that. Right. We need to cause some casualties. Not sure why I'm even bothering with these. I could have played it much safer, and I don't see any downsides to actually doing so. I suppose it keeps us busy. Right. So what do we want to do? I think we have to pull to the factory. It's not about whether we can do something useful, it's that it basically prevents them from ever closing the gap we've opened here. They can just keep pouring new units on top of ours that they might be able to close it down still. We're gonna take some losses in this, but hardly can be helped. Okay, we need to basically get rid of at least a couple of heavy tanks and push closer and closer and closer. At best he can get 2 comets to take part in the defense. That's not gonna matter much. Getting a little low on fuel. It doesn't matter now too much because we're in such a tight space. We don't have room to maneuver anyway. No. Okay, I don't have the energy to repair, but I can get a couple of dragons. And yeah, just move around here somewhere. Doesn't particularly matter what we do, we just need to be within the range of reaction. What about the rain? Maybe move here. It's perfectly safe. And we have within strike distance, well, 2 rangers actually within strike distance. About 5 units that might be able to attack. 6. So we'll start with you. Need to get rid of some of the heavier samurai tanks anyway. I don't want to weaken the melee unit, not goddamn melee units, but frontline units, because I still have a huge amount, basically a carpet of enemies that I have to hold back. Well, I might attack with this. I'm not gonna get much weaker and I need to withdraw this unit anyway. I might be able to take this. Should I? They might be able to retake it. Unless, well, I could possibly fly an aircraft there to prevent it. Or maybe not. But I'm not sure if that's a good idea. It's not always a good idea to rush. After all, I'm not getting really anything if I take it now. Might be better to just secure the taking. Alcor is fairly tough anyway, and we certainly have better targets to shoot at. If I shoot at something else, I can pretty much secure our standing here. Well, you need to die. Don't quite have the fuel to escape death. Fuck. Did not see that coming. Didn't think. But the Archimedes it's too experienced to ignore. If I go there with another helicopter, then the result is the same, and this one doesn't really have ammunition anyway. Shit. How long till the refueling plane arrives? We have 2 turns at least, so I shouldn't really move all that much. Don't want to give them a free kill with this. We need to push closer to the factory. Just to prevent them from bringing new units to the southern side. I can do another shit. I can get rid of the mine if I just take it with the Vader. I need to move the Vader anyway. It's just gonna be shot. If I'm gonna do that, I might as well just move it inside here. The Rangers will have their reach to capture that if we really need it. Right, so I'm gonna ignore the mine for now, I guess. Still gives me 2 attacks. All these... Well, if they can't shoot at them, they're gonna wipe us out. So either way, it's gonna suck. Right. Might as well attack these two, because we do have to open up a path so I can take out the goddamn artillery pieces. They're just way too dangerous. I can easily push my way through here now. A little low on fuel. Yeah, they're gonna shoot at us here. That really can't be helped. The problem is they can probably take the factory. I'm gonna let them take the factory. As long as I can retake it, it matters very little. The thing is, I'm gonna... maybe they can't. They can only shoot at the samurai. It's gonna be in a bad place, but Quasar will... I mean, Comet will survive. No point in putting anti-radar vehicles here. Don't know. Okay, can I do something with the armored train? No. We should be getting about 20 to 30 points of energy next turn. We'll have to use it all on repairing ground troops. We don't need that much materia, but we have 80. That'll be enough. Now what to do with you, Mr. Sting? Actually, I'd rather hold my position here and not do all that much. We're in a good position and in full health if we don't move around too much. We don't have a lot of excess of fuel. So yeah, we can go here and attack something, but it's fairly pointless. Our only goal really is to kill infantry and secure this, which we can easily do. Right, they're gonna try to retake everything immediately. That doesn't matter. That's not what the fight is about. Yeah, eventually need to just repair on the next turn. No new unit produced. Gonna hitch a ride on the transport helicopter. Anything else? Ah yes, the road building operation. Just in case, but I don't see the weather really changing. Even if it did, I don't see it really drastically negatively impacting things. But do I really want to attack someone? No, not really. Nothing happening here? Right. We get the factory, we're basically putting some kind of a line there and hold it while everything else moves towards the headquarters. Even our radar plane will potentially survive. No, it won't. Yes, will. They're gonna kill our gunships first. Which is fine, doesn't really matter. We don't need the air support there, we have land connection. Actually, I'm thinking of building the, or having the blockade there just to prevent their Alcors from setting themselves in front of the headquarters and blocking my access. So we have a blockade on the road here now. I wonder if their enemy has something coming up the road at some point. I don't really intend to give him the chance though. Even if he has, I'm not giving him the time. Okay, repairs first. This is the most important thing. One is gonna be good enough. We have a radar vehicle here. Okay. Repair, refill, pretty worthless unit, but who cares? Not sure what to shoot. Might be better to just start shooting the infantry away. Remove the threat to the factory. So they can easily take it back, and that's not really my problem at the moment. As long as I have some presence here, I can. I don't have anything energy to produce anything there. As long as I have presence here, he's not using it to manufacture anything, which means defense here is faltering quite badly. I'm going to have to move a little bit. Shit. One little bit too much. Okay. You can take... Yeah, you're out of ammunition. I should just get the hell out of here. Enough fuel to... Well, no reason to risk that. It doesn't matter. I can't effectively fight anymore. I think I have enough fuel to reach... yeah. Okay. Mr. Technotrax, secure us an entry point. They are not shoveling any new units here. Use a little bit of fuel. Okay, I'm good. I think we're cleaning up this side. We can't go here with buggies anyway. That means someone's going to actually have to show us the way, so... volunteers. Well, we can pull you back. No need for you to be here. Right. At least now we're not gonna stumble into any unknowns. The artillery pieces have to die, that's pretty much it. And I don't think it really matters what we're gonna use to shoot them. Out of the fight. And out of the fight. This is the only opening we have here. So yeah. Yeah, forget about this now. We're just going to block it pretty much, and that'll be more or less it. Holy crap. Why is everyone in such bad shape? It's like they've been fighting or something. What to target? Yeah, I think clean up everything here. The target doesn't really matter, as long as it's within the western area here. 1 point of damage. You need to move. I have to have a fairly healthy blockade here, so I'm not risking some of these sides. Right, so they're not coming through here with their rangers. Right, we just need to get something here after that, and no reinforcements can really enter here. Right. The Nashorn needs to die. I have the units to do it though. Yes, I do. It's not very dangerous really, but it's in a exact wrong place. It's a huge obstacle in trying to move anything past that. Also, a spotter in an area we don't really want enemy spotters to be in. Anyone with 0 ammunition? 0? Yep. Yeah, we're gonna need some fuel soon. Still, everything is going more or less smoothly. A refill on the drones. Okay. We want a blockade action. Also pushing units quickly. We could take over the mine, but it's actually blocking enemies at the moment, so glad it's there. Suppose we'll wait. Well, we don't really need the long-range radar here now. It's nice and all, but we've got other plans. Anything else? Not really. And here we're holding our own. Right. At least things are becoming more clear. Neutralizing... we always plan to neutralize the factory, more or less. I saw it initially as a base to push forward, but there's no point. It'll actually hold us here longer if we try to do something like that. Because we're gonna get tied up in a fight trying to hold on to it instead of just neutralizing it as a production site. Now they're producing from the nearby factory, which also means that it'll take some time for the units to reach here. Now it seems like they're coming to protect this factory instead of blocking our access to the HQ. So that might change if we shift most of our units to go on towards the HQ. But I don't think it's quite that easy. It's the sort of mess you see here. Once you start to have a certain size of troops, force, you need to... What happened? Good news! With the help of other forces, we have managed to encircle General Deng. If you defeat Deng, Etron will be free and peace will be close. It was the helicopter that ran out of fuel. Once we have a force a certain size, you have so much support and everything mixed in there that it becomes a huge mass of a ball of units that has hard time moving anymore. So they have reached the ball status and the ball has sort of moved in the wrong direction. It's fairly harmless to me at the moment. Yeah, we're definitely... These two guys are within the Iron range. Okay. Really use some fuel here. Do I want to do something with the demon troll? Not sure if I do. I do want to kill you. Right. Want to kill the Imperator. No point risking anything to kill it. That's what the buggies are here for. To just clean up the route of the target. You got fuel. You don't. I needed the empty space to refuel one of our tanks, that's why I did it this way. Right. Now you need to die. Doesn't matter as long as someone dies. That pretty much ends the threat to this factory forever. Yeah, they have a couple of rangers here, but that's not enough. They can't renew the threat anymore. Especially because I'm gonna blast them to hell, but still. Shifting to a different phase in the attack. Well, there's a certain incentive for us to keep pushing forward even if it's a bit reckless, especially with the medium vehicles. Because if they get too many forces to these bottleneck points, it's gonna be very tough for us to break through. So I need to be there first. Shit. Rangers are good spotters, and there's as long as they're here, there's I need to basically babysit some of the sites here. So I'll have to get rid of them. To get rid of the mine. Need some fuel. Well, we have a radar plane here, no point leaving the radar here too. And they could potentially destroy our radar plane here, so I don't want to particularly take any chances. That's the mission critical area, so that gets better stuff. Still need to keep the tank here. Still need to make sure that no matter what happens, they can no longer close this gap. These units are a bit weak, but that hardly matters. Might actually shift a few troops on the other side of this fencing. No. I need to basically protect my more vulnerable units. That's pretty much the only purpose of these troops. prevent them from attacking the buggies. Yeah, we can take the factory any moment we want to. This is good. We do need to move. How far can we move? We need to attack the enemy drones on next turn. Well, we don't need to, but at least when the transport helicopter comes a little bit closer, so pretty much on the next turn, we were within strike distance at that point. It would be foolish to take any chances. What about train tracks? Well, the train isn't exactly going to play an important role here, but I might as well build the train track. Right. Might as well build something. Yeah, this is one of the few missions where actually constructing these extra things doesn't seem to yield any benefits. I have to keep a close eye on this. I certainly don't want any unforeseen accidents cause us to fail this. So, now he's on the move. Troops coming down from the HQ, troops moving in to cut us off. Shit. Effectively neutralized one of our better buddies. Not that it matters much. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to stop us. Producing units in the wrong places. So nothing here. Right, this should force them to open up a little bit. Nashorn either leaves or dies. If it leaves, I can attack the Iron Star. Or if it dies, I can attack the Iron Star anyway. Doesn't particularly matter what it does, like an attack. Right. And no production here because it would be a gigantic waste of time. Right. The only anti-air, no fighter craft. Excellent. Right, a bit too crowded still. No. No Shorn can be killed. Well, if we just take this, that's pretty much game over for them. Okay, that mine needs to die. Don't really care what happens to Alacor. Samurai needs to die. Still, it's not like I can't. I have to destroy the Alcor anyway. What are you doing? They're pulling back to repair, that's what they're doing. Don't have to let them go. It's a death sentence though. And I don't think that's a good idea in general to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So be a little bit careful what we're doing. Okay, we have a couple of fairly capable attacks. Should be able to take care of the Alcor and the Samurai without too much fuss. Shit. I'll also kill the troll and just take this. Might be a better choice to go with. Crap. Everything is just in the incorrect place, so I can't exactly do what I want to do. Once the samurai is dead, then we can secure that. They don't have any rangers nearby. God's sakes. Oh, for God's sakes. Everything's going a little bit wrong. Not enough to really complain too much about, but enough that it's starting to be annoying. And you can't move like this. Doesn't make too much of a difference. Could have repaired a couple of units there, but what the hell? Just prepare your ass and go. Two turns. That's what it looks like. 2 turns and it's the end. At the same time, we're giving up on this factory. It matters regularly what's gonna happen there. Not sure why I'm even taking the hits. Yeah, nothing new here, a little bit movement and repositioning, but overall it's exactly the same. The only reason we can't end it on the next turn is we don't have the reach on the capture unit. We have a few extra energy to spend. Ah, forgot about you. Not that it matters at this point. I'm actually going to do one thing. This is the only potential thing that could possibly fail here. Not that I can see how it's possible. Well, if I take this, I might... I don't need shit. Thinking about I might need to refuel things, and actually I might, but I don't need that much energy for that. I don't particularly see what I could do here that would make a difference. The enemy would have to suddenly, not right now, teleport right in front of me with a massive army for them to be able to do anything. So it's not happening. Maybe there's some kind of a thing that happens, but you have to usually wait fairly long into the game before you see those. And what was it, 80 turns? The maximum of this mission, and we're never gonna get anywhere near that. I suppose it depends on how you start the mission. Because if the red has a chance to break through your minefield and get a sort of a foothold in the western part, then you're more or less stuck going through this the hard way. Trying to push through either a lengthy period of heavy factories supporting each other constantly, they can basically block that, and you might have to go through here or here. Yeah, it's turn 16. Right, so you're dead. Last ditch effort to try to block our progress. Not gonna work. Just need to get into their rear and attack. I need to make sure the transport helicopter makes it through safely. We need to kill basically one thing. Everything else is extra. I'd like to do any killing I can with the faraway unit. Just to better see our options. And we have 2 rangers within striking distance. Might be better to focus on killing these guys instead of the anti-air. I mean, we're taking the rangers out of the helicopter immediately anyway. So they're not under any threat from the missiles. Still. There's not a good unit we can use to kill it. We're not going to end it on this turn, mainly because I don't have ammunition on these. Well, who knows? Not now, since I already moved the ranger in, but yeah. We still have quite a lot of heating power. Oh my god. And the game says no. Well, I can... the buggies can be used with or without the missiles. ammunition and fuel needed. Just don't have good targets for these guys. We can easily end this in next turn. No, just don't have what it takes. Is it ammunition or fuel or whatever, we just don't have the healing power. At the same time, they have no chance of holding this. No chance at all. Can I get some refills, please? Okay, it's gonna be a bit tight, but we can do a lot of damage. They're basically all dead. Even if we don't use the missiles on the buggies, we can still push them to the point that we can use the machine guns on them to finish this. Doesn't matter what the enemy wants or doesn't want us to do, it's over for them. Still, no buts. We folk. A few hours ago, we succeeded in capturing General Deng and liberating Etron. There are still groups of anarchists on Warb. They must be destroyed. Strategist, after this mission is completed, there will be nothing to stop you returning to Halwa. So this is the last mission. Destroy all enemy units, okay. Within 50 turns, that's the pursuit. The enemy is defeated, remnants are... It's not saying the mission can't be interesting, it's a smaller map. That's actually a very good thing. But it's not exactly story-wise, it's the highlight should have been earlier. Now it's previous mission might have been what it should have been. Okay. But I don't mind this. Naturally there could be something because after this, but I don't think so. It seems like story-wise this path has already already run its course. 50 turns to annihilate everything. They probably have production capabilities. So it's not... Yeah, this time there's no way we can cut corners. If anything else, I'm assuming that 50 turns, while it seems high, considering how we played these missions, think about the previous mission and could we have wrapped it up in 30 more turns? I don't think so. But it was a larger map too, more production capabilities, but the point is, the 50 turns might seem long, but it might end up being a very tight race to the finish. We are getting 5 energy. Still, it's a fairly contained map. So what's special about it? This actually reminds me of the first game maps more than the expansion or expansion maps. Not seeing anything special. We don't have that many troops either, mostly maintenance, logistics, repair. It's a little bit odd. We're in such an odd positioning. We basically have this is our production center, and it's very tightly, it's surrounded from all sides. It has an okay production. Heavy fighting units though, nothing light or skirmish. No, basically we can't produce anything we have here. Capture units. Some kind of enemy fortification here. With no chance of going through. We have basically a logistic group here that is surrounded by forest. They're basically helpless. So there's a lot of things happening. Why do we have a city here? No one knows. There's just a mine protecting it. Also water protecting this central area. So it looks like you could easily and fast go here, but in fact there's no way we can get a lot of our vehicles through this, so the only path there is this bottleneck. Yeah. It looks like it could be short, but I think this is gonna be incredibly annoying, and these guys seem like they're basically going to be dead. I can't retreat up because there's skirmishers there. I'm probably going to die if I stay, and if I go here, there's even heavier enemies here. We'll figure it out.